much. Not sorry. I'm a good little Christian
Woman.
or Christian at all.
Yeah, real.
Okay, so I think we're gonna start with burning questions. Like the first one is, Kaylee, did your producer give you a sweat mustache? Yes. That one was for me.
Chic. She's looking chic.
Would you rather be haunted by a demon that gives you head, or one that whispers compliments to you all day?
One that whispers compliments to me all day. I mean, here's the thing. I would like both, but you can't have both. And in that time, I feel like the compliments can be like all of the time.
She's probably a girl's girl.
For sure. You know, she's going to tell me like, hey, that date sucked. Like, you don't want to go out with that person. They were terrible. Or they're not good enough for you.
Dick check. The guy could go, or girl, whatever.
Whoever
could go into the bathroom, and then the ghost could be like, hey, I saw it. I smelled
it's
it.
Not it.
You don't want to do it.
You don't want
You don't want any of that. Okay, I would. That's a good one.
You know, I just feel like she's got to be a girl's girl.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Like she is a girl who left the world too soon, and we love her down.
Yeah.
But as we love her down, she's like, hey, I'm gonna keep this good energy. In the world and help the other girlies out.
Yeah. Who do you think is the scariest horror movie villain?
That's a really good question. I think The Strangers, like the trio of The Strangers, that movie ruined my life as a 7th grader. Like, because that's, I think when it came out, it was in 7th grade. But like, because it's so real.
Yeah, they're real humans. Humans are scary.
Humans are terrifying. And then those weird masks that look like a pillowcase that's like I'm still afraid of that movie. And I have seen it one time and I will not. No, I'm fine. No. I'm good.
So you mean to tell me you're going to kill me and you're poor?
Yes. You have a terrible, or it's like a bad paper mache.
Yeah. Ooh.
Also a woman coming up to you and saying, is Tamara home? Who's Tamara? Like, I don't know her.
Maori?
Why? Like, why?
Oh, wait, that's Tamara.
But I was like, who is, like, I understand that's the ploy to get in the house and, you know, whatever, and rattle them.
Yeah.
But like, could we pick a more normal name?
Yeah.
Not that Tamara's not a normal name, but like, Emily.
Sarah.
Yeah, just, you know, little Hannah, perhaps. Stick with some biblical names. You know, people.
Cindy.
Cindy, the TV is leaking.
My grandma used to have a poodle named Cindy. I was like, Cindy for a dog?
Cindy for a dog is crazy. I feel like Cindy for a cat could be really cute.
Wait. Yeah, Cindy for a cat, like a blue
Cindy
cat or
Crawford.
like a gray. I was going to say Freddy Krueger, but yours was better.
And Freddy Krueger's terrifying. I mean, in your dreams the slasher, like anything with like claws is really not settling.
Right.
Even really long fingernails are kind of not unsettling. Like really, really long ones. Like the divas who do it, love them. Obsessed with them.
Yeah. A bisexual would be scared of long fingernails.
I'm terrified of long fingernails. Keep them.
You would be. Okay, no wrong answers. Who's the sexiest movie villain?
Ooh. Scary movie villain or just general movie villain?
General movie villain.
General movie villain. Oh my God. Now suddenly I've forgotten every movie I've ever seen. The shark from Jaws. I'm totally kidding. I'm trying to think.
Okay, well, whatever you said, it was going to be the wrong answer. Because
I need to hear your answer while I think about mine.
It's Amy Dunn from Gone Girl.
Oh my God, so true. The cool girl monologue.
Mm-hmm.
She's so hot. Yeah, Rosamund Pike, really.
Yeah.
But is she a villain or is she an unreliable female narrator?
She's a villain. Well, I think you can be both a villain and justified.
I mean, let women get revenge.
Yeah.
Let women get revenge. Women deserve to avenge.
Yeah.
All of it.
All of it. Everything.
I don't know. Hottest villain.
Hottest villain.
Oh my God.
Wait, why can't we think of any other villain?
Why have I never seen a movie ever in my life? Everybody thinks Scar was really hot. Everybody thought Scar was it from The Lion King.
From The Lion King?
People were like, yeah, him. And I'm like, I mean, the voice was great. Jeremy Irons really did that. But
yeah. Wait, who were Harry Potter villains? Snape was
Bellatrix.
hot.
Bellatrix.
Okay.
Bellatrix.
I had the wrong answer.
Helena Bonham Carter
Is
really did her big one with that.
Yeah. I really hope no one notices that my hat keeps running into this fucking
Helena
tree.
Bonham Carter. I dressed up for a midnight premiere as Bellatrix, and my boyfriend at the time dressed up as Dobby, and he wore a pillowcase.
No, please send us a picture. We'll blur his face.
I have to find. I hope I have it somewhere. But like the way I have never teased my hair that way, and it took so long for me to it took several washes for my hair to go back to normal.
I was about to say, how'd you even get that?
Well, that was before my hair was curly. So now I'd be able to tease my curls out and it would be fine. Yeah. But then it was like, oh, I have little thick straight hair.
Yeah. Did you get curls later in life? Do you think it's global warming? Because I did too.
It's either hormones or global warming. And either way.
I forgot about hormones.
I think it might be your hormones.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Who is your favorite thriller author?
Ooh. I really liked Lucy Foley's early stuff.
I love Lucy Foley. I hated The Paris Apartment.
The Paris Apartment, I almost DNF'd. Yeah. And I was told, read 3 more chapters. And then that's when all was revealed. And I won't reveal in case anyone has not read it. Unless you want me to spoil it. Spoiler alert. When I found out about the connections between the people. So that's only sort of a spoiler. But when I found out the connections between the people, I was like, oh, okay. And then it just started to move. Yeah. Which was kind of how... But the guest list was much quicker. I feel like it got into it a lot quicker.
I think the guest list had characters that I got into better. So whatever they were doing, I cared about. Whereas the Paris Apartment, even the main character, I was like, I don't know. And then she fucked the detective in that Paris bathroom.
The Paris Apartment was just one of those books where it's I read it and I've retained nothing. Yeah. Not that I've retained nothing. Right. The little things have kind of gone.
I could read it again.
I could definitely read it again. Yeah. And I'd know the basic stuff, but then you read a Freida McFadden book and you don't know where it's going.
True.
Because if you've ever read The Teacher.
I have read The Teacher. Okay, wait.
Wild stuff.
I was
wacky and wild stuff.
I literally put the book down and my jaw was on the floor. It went straight to Goodreads. And clicked on every single thing that said spoiler.
Spoiler.
We're in this together. But she does that to me a lot.
I think it's because she's what, a psychologist, psychiatrist?
No, I think she's a brain surgeon.
So she knows how the brain, at least the inner workings of the brain, I guess. But when I read The Teacher on the beach because my mom had it and my Kindle was dead and I had to charge it. So I was like, I need to be poor and read a paperback. And I read it and I'm sitting on the beach and I'm like, what the hell is this book? And then the book ended and I was like, Mom, you've not read this yet? She was like, no. And I was like, please tell me everything you have to say about it as soon as it's done.
Yes, we need to speak immediately.
I was like, hey, so as soon as you're done, call me.
You know who else is an actual psychologist?
Who?
Lucinda Berry.
Is she really?
And she is. And Dr. Lucinda Berry, and she wrote a book. What is it called? She wrote a book that did me in, Saving Noah. Have you read?
I have. I have read Saving Noah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so Saving Noah, and then my daughter did swim lessons. Right after that, there were female instructors, but the whole time I was like,
you were like, let me just.
I'm watching all you bitches.
I'm just keeping my eyes out.
Don't you dare touch my fucking daughter.
Don't touch my baby. Don't touch my baby.
Dude, the twist in that was so perfectly well done. And she knew, I mean, she's a psychologist, so she knew, she knows that there's no cure for, we're getting off topic. Doesn't matter. We're book girlies. This is what happens.
But also thrillers, thrillers are spooky and
They're
fun.
spooky, yeah? Have you read The Push?
No, I have not read The Push.
I read The Push postpartum.
Oh, no.
Don't recommend. Don't recommend that.
That seems...
Yeah.
Even just the name.
Why did I do that to myself? I knew better.
You're so silly.
I know. I'm so silly.
She's so cute and silly.
Okay. What's an irrational thing that terrifies you?
Alligators. I live in the Midwest. Why am I so afraid of alligators? I'm afraid that an alligator is either going to crawl up through the toilet, it's going to climb a chain link fence and jump on me, or it's going to attack me in the middle of like Mass Ave.
Wait, are alligators the spooky ones? Isn't it crocodile?
They're both. I mean, for me, I'm afraid of both of them. I think the Hannah Montana movie really did it for me. I'm going to be so real with you. I think that scene with the gator really traumatized me.
I think Hannah Montana's coming back. Miley teased it.
Fingers crossed.
Do crocodiles or alligators kill more people? It's crocodiles. Significantly.
Well, I'm afraid of all of those weird little things.
They're dinosaurs.
They literally are. They're so scary.
Yeah.
And they've not evolved. Or they've survived because I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know science like that. Either way.
Yeah. We never claimed to be science. This is
not a science podcast. This is not a science podcast.
No, you're the wrong place.
If you want to know about the ins and outs of reptiles like that,
call up one of the Irwin kids.
Robert Irwin going to be on
Dancing with the Stars. What a sweetie. Wait, who are you rooting for?
Probably Jordan Childs, obviously.
Right.
Because I love an Olympian.
I knew. Yeah.
I love an Olympian.
Yeah.
This cast is just like the most stacked cast we've had in like next to a decade.
I think I'm rooting for none of the Mormons.
No, none of the Mormons. Sorry. Not my tea.
You know what? How do you say her last name? Herardi? Lauren Herardi? Is that how you say her last name? The one from Fifth Harmony?
Yeah, she's going to do so well.
I know. I just kind of feel like I love an underdog, and I do feel like they're the underdog.
Is she an underdog, though? Because, like, she was in a girl group.
She was in a girl group. She doesn't know how to dance. I just feel like she came in late, obviously, because she wasn't in any of the promo. And I feel like that already made me, like, root for her.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you forgot about me?
Yeah.
You won't.
I know. And you know who I kind of hope is really good? And I know this is going to be so unpopular. I kind of hope Alex Earl's really good. I don't know anything about her. I don't follow her. But I feel like kind of hope she's
going to be really bad.
Because I know she's going to be really bad. I think she's going to be really bad. But I would, like I said, I love an underdog. But I would love if she got on that dance floor and all of a sudden everybody was like, what? Do you think houses can be cursed?
Yes. I think that bad energy can exist anywhere. And I think that if the bad energy is manifesting, like, it can be held in the walls. I don't like beyond demons, but like just like spiritually, I think that bad energy kind of exists. And if the bad energy is being contained in the house, a la The Haunting of Hill House, one of my favorite shows of all time. But like something like that, you know, it's like all of that energy is being held in the house. So inherently bad or insidious things are going to happen.
Right.
Unlike if you grow up in a house like I grew up in, which was right next to the oldest Lutheran church in America.
Do you want to talk about it?
We can talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So I grew up in Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia.
Okay, Pennsylvania already is spooky.
Well, yeah, because it's all colonial stuff.
Yeah.
So all the colonial stuff, whatever. I very distinctly remember, like, we did a lot in the cemetery. Like, I learned to ride a bike there because it was flat and things like that. But like, we would like go and look at the headstones because we were weird children. I'm still weird. But the oldest legible headstone was from 1713. So like, there's a lot of energy there. So it's like basically right next to this crazy burial ground. And like, I live towards the front of my neighborhood. And so a lot of activity was kind of on our end. So like, I remember being really little, probably like 5, 6 years old. And around like 2:30, 3 in the morning, I would wake up and look outside and I'd just like see kids playing outside. This was like every night for like several months. And until one night, I woke up to hearing, come outside, come play.
No.
And I was like, I'm dreaming. And then I looked up and I saw just like a little girl smiling at me. She was in like a colonial outfit, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
And, like, they were just playing outside and like throwing a ball and like all this stuff. But it's like, obviously none of my neighbors would be out at 2 a.m. playing. And also I saw a lot of people and like, I don't remember if there was like a glow or anything around them, but like, I remember seeing that a lot. And I was like, okay, this kind of nuts. And so I would go and like walk through the cemetery and stuff. And like every time I would walk through the cemetery, like as I got older, like I would feel more. I would like hear whispers in the breeze. I would hear people talking. I would see people sitting on like gravestones, like all this stuff, like in a completely empty cemetery. That was very, like, it was something that it was like, oh, okay, like I'm very intuitively there. So of course I bought a Ouija board, which my mother.
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, it was not like one of the old wooden Ouija boards, which God knows, I wish I had one. That's a bucket list thing to like find and.
Wait, can I do it with you?
Yeah, let's start sourcing at one of the old wooden Ouija boards.
We can go to Crown Hill.
I would love to go to Crown Hill. There's a place in Philly. There's a big cemetery like just outside of the city that I believe it's called Laurel Hill. I've been around so many. I've been around so many cemeteries in my life, but that I like don't know what all of them are called. But like this, I'm like 99% sure it's Laurel Hill.
Yeah.
But it's this big, beautiful. But like they have like the above ground mausoleums and the whole thing, and like they would do like showings of Halloween movies in Philly, like in the whatever.
Wait, I think I want to move to Philly.
Dude, it's crazy. Like if you're even a little spiritually sensitive, you will feel stuff all the time. I don't know if you've ever been to New Orleans.
Yeah. Yeah, you feel it.
I don't
feel it.
Have you been to the La Laurie Mansion?
I've been by it.
Okay, so we did
Did you go in?
We did not go in, but we did like a ghost tour / bar crawl for my friend's bachelorette party. Shout out Sydney. We had a great time. Shout out Sid, love you. We had a great time, but you know, we were being, you know, walked around, and the second we got over there, I felt hot. And he was like, this is the La Laurie Mansion. There was a fire, but it was like, I felt like so hot. And I like told him that when I walked over there, it was like all of my energy was just like depleted.
Yeah.
Like everything was gone. I mean, because Madame La Laurie was like a top 5 terrible person in American history.
Yeah. Well, not the worst, but one of the worst.
Yeah, she was of the time. Yeah. Watch American Horror Story Coven if you'd like a fictionalized account of her life.
Shout out Kathy Bates, right?
Kathy Bates. Mother.
I love Kathy Bates.
Mother. Anyway, but I like went up to our tour guide and I was like, why do I feel so sad? And he was like, that's just what happens when you're in like this part of the French Quarter. Like,
I agree.
He's like, if you're sensitive, like that's what's going to happen. And he goes, did you feel hot when you walked over here? I said, yes. And he goes, touch this brick. And there's just like a brick on, like just like a random brick, like on the corner where the fire broke out. And I touched it. Like I went to touch it and like I had a welt on my hand. Like I have pictures of it. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, everything she did was horrifying.
Agreed.
And we don't need to talk about it. Look it up. Do your own research. Google's free.
Yeah.
But so like that stuff is scary. Like And so like that house contains awful energy. Circling back.
New Orleans is on another level.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I felt like New Orleans for me, like I've been to Salem. New Orleans for me was like, I felt that in like every street I walked on. I felt like this energy. Whereas like Salem, I felt it in like certain places. But it wasn't like the entire city.
Well, we only had 25 people killed in Salem, which is 25 too many.
25 too many, yeah.
25 too many. But then you look at like what is happening in Europe during like the 1400s to the 1700s, and like they estimate between 40 and 60,000 people were prosecuted as witches.
Yep. Yeah, isn't that insane? Like we don't
talk about that.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. That's because I think we, especially like our education system, just like fully focuses on.
It's so America-centric. Yeah. You know the world existed before 1776, guys.
Yeah.
Or 1692.
Like yeah.
Or whenever the Mayflower landed. I don't know.
Have you ever heard of the dybbuk box? Are you Jewish?
I am Jewish.
I knew you were Jewish.
So I have heard of the dybbuk box. And I have heard.
I knew it.
So there's a great book about the dybbuk box and like a girl who essentially like does a master's thesis or a PhD on like Jewish spirituality. It's called City of Laughter.
What?
It's I can lend it to you.
Yeah,
I can't lend it to all of you.
Not you.
Not
Me.
you. Go to Libby and get it, or your local indie bookstore. But the dybbuk box is so interesting to me because a lot of Jewish mysticism, like Kabbalah and things like that, it's closed practice. And so to see the way the dybbuk box has been I don't want to say bastardized by the West, but like the way that the West has looked at it, knowing that it was like belonged to a Holocaust survivor and things like that, like knowing the history of it, it's like it feels very exploitative.
For anyone who's listening who doesn't know what we're talking about, it's a small antique wine cabinet that was supposedly housed a dybbuk, which in Jewish folklore is a malicious spirit that latches onto the living.
Basically a demon.
Right. The name dybbuk box came from an eBay listing in 2003 when a man named Kevin Manis tried to sell the cabinet claiming it was cursed. Manis said he bought the cabinet at an estate sale from a Holocaust survivor. The woman supposedly called it a dybbuk box and warned him to never open it. But of course,
he did.
Because
he's a man.
Because he's a man. They don't listen.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? Inside, he found 2 pennies from the 1920s, a lock of blonde hair tied with a cord, a lock of dark brown hair. Was it ours? A lock of dark. This is what it looked like.
And this is, I would wear your hair in a locket.
I would wear your hair in a locket too. Should we do that? Back to this. A small statue engraved with shalom, dried rosebud, a gold wine goblet. Manis and later owners reported nightmares of an old hag, hair falling out, strange shadows, lights burning out, horrible ammonia-like smells. Did they have cats? Clean the litter box.
Yeah. Get a second litter box.
Get a couple of them. One man's mother supposedly had a stroke the day he gave her the box. That might be coincidence.
Stuff like that you're not supposed to sell.
Right. It needs to stay.
Yeah. It should stay with you or be like given to someone. And it's like tarot cards too. Like you're not supposed to buy your own tarot cards. Your tarot cards are supposed to be given to you. Right. I feel like, again, like it just feels like it's like, oh, you are doing the Zach Bagans bullshit of trying to bastardize these, like the Annabelle doll, like, you know, just like all of those like haunted relics, which like.
When speaking of him, he owns it. It's in his museum in Las Vegas now.
It is.
Fun fact, Post Malone went and they said, don't touch it. He touched it. And within a few weeks of him touching it, he experienced a near plane crash, a car accident, and a home invasion.
That's wild. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Right? And then the Dybbuk box also inspired the 2012 horror movie The Possession, which stars Jeffrey Dean Morgan and Kira Sedgwick.
It's like kind of a good movie.
So, I mean,
was fine.
Right? Yeah,
it was fine.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It was a good little horror. Yeah. I didn't know it was, when I watched it, I didn't know that it was inspired by a real thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now it's in a glass case. Visitors who visit it say they feel sick or leave with some kind of whatever. But then other people say like, you're not even supposed to say the name. So like, whoops.
Well, and that's kind of it. That's kind of part of it too. Like Jewish mysticism is so like involved and in depth, and like the way that we look at like the way that like spirits are kind of looked at, like the Dybbuk box. It's like you look at, you know, you hear these things and you hear these stories, and it's like I fully believe that people who, because it's been in one place for a little while, I surrounded by all other terrible energy.
Yeah.
I do think that that's going to amplify. Like I do think negative energy meets negative energy, and then it like amplifies.
Yes. I also think that people go to these places like Zach Bagans' little haunted whatever in Las Vegas, and they like want to leave with something. They like want to believe that they're leaving with something, and like crazy shit happens. But I'm very sensitive to it. Zach is like totally not. And we were in New Orleans. He's always like, you're nuts. Oh, by the way, when I say Zach, I don't mean Zach Bagans. Although I have
her husband.
I'm my husband. I have met Zach Bagans. His mom used to gamble at a casino I worked at in Las Vegas, and
the lore is crazy.
She was a high roller, let me tell you, and she loved her Starbucks coffee, super, super, super hot, and she would wear like big fur coats. And
okay, diva.
Yeah, she was kind of cool. I gotta be honest with you. Like,
how did she raise him? He's such a tool.
He would like come in. Okay, I do have to say, this is fully just my experience. Everyone can have their own experiences. He was super, super nice to me.
Was this before like Ghost Adventures took off?
No, this was back in, I worked at that hotel back in like 2012-ish.
I
Yeah.
remember when Ghost Adventures came out.
And before that, and how I know is because a friend of mine and I went to, a couple years before I moved to Las Vegas, we went to Louisville and we wanted to tour this like haunted like asylum.
I love an asylum.
Me
More on asylums
too.
later.
Yes. And we called them and we're like, hey, we're with Ghost Adventures and we want to come scope it out before Zach and the team comes out. Can we come out? And they were like, y'all are fucking liars because they've already been here. And we were like, what? That's crazy.
Clocked.
Why would they even tell? And then we just hung up. We were like, fuck. And we were sitting outside the asylum. We're like, we're here right now. And so then we were like, we gotta go. Turn the fucking car around.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here.
Yeah, we're fucking lying
Yeah.
on asylum property. Like, we should probably be in there because that was fucking crazy.
I mean, I fully believe that if I was born 100 years earlier, I would for sure be committed. I would have been committed probably like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So
I actually think, not to judge women of the past, but if you weren't committed,
what were you up to?
what were you doing? What was your life like?
Or you were really good at hiding.
Yeah.
But at that point, it's not like we were like doing quaaludes.
Oh, can we also talk about? I'm
Bring 'em back.
really
Bring
fucking
'em back.
pissed. I'm a
Sorry.
housewife with no fucking quaaludes, and don't you ever think this camera? Don't you ever
To
think
camera.
that I haven't tried to find them? I have tried to find them. I have searched
High and low.
high and low. I have become friends with people I don't want to be friends with because I suspected they had quaaludes and they fucking didn't, and now I'm in it, and I hang out with them every week.
And this is why we need to get you a Xanax prescription.
Oh my God, Xanax exists. Xanax,
And it's so great. I mean, I fully took a Xanax before going to the gynecologist once because I hate a pap smear.
I hate a pap smear.
Everybody hates a pap smear.
I hate a pap smear. Speaking of lying, I will go in and I'll say, hey.
It was last year.
I've had sucks. I've had a couple of doctors tell me that my vagina is smaller than the average, so you have to use the little one, the little tiny one. I don't.
Given birth.
I'm just. I know, and now I know. And now they're like, we see you have a 4-year-old, and I'm like,
that didn't happen. I don't know her. Sorry to this woman. Sorry to this girl. I don't know this girl.
I'm like, okay. And like you guys said, it's like a fucking rubber band. It went right back. And it's a tiny little, so why don't you use that little tiny duck bill? Not the big ass one, the little tiny one.
Have you seen the TikTok trend where men like are using them to like plant seeds?
What?
People are using like plastic cups to like
Okay,
their
never
gardens.
say men are innovative again.
Or at least these men are.
These men are.
They're like, the wife's like, or girlfriend or whoever. The woman is like, what does this do? And he's like, this could be really good for gardening. And then he just like takes it and he like picks up seeds and like puts it in the ground.
Where did he get it?
I don't know.
Like, was the wife a duck?
So many questions.
Check their history.
So many questions. So little time.
So little time. What else do I have on the
I
agenda?
need to ask. Need to know about her.
Okay, you know what I love? And I really hope we get a comment like this. I really hope we get a comment like this on one of whatever little clip my producer decides to clip from this. I really want someone to say, I claim no negative energy to this. Praise Jesus. Amen. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah, they're like, I rebuke this.
I rebuke this.
I rebuke this. The word, first of all, we don't use the word rebuke enough. First and
We
foremost.
do not use the word rebuke enough.
We don't. And I'm glad that our good Judies have decided to bring back rebuke. Like love.
Rebuke.
Rebuke. Love it. But
Oh my
also,
God.
here's the thing
Yeah.
about that. Like, there's nothing inherently unholy about feeling energy.
Mm-hmm. Jesus was a witch.
Do you want to wrap?
Yeah, I think that's it. That's all I have. That's all the questions I have.